so much, Tim. We don't normally have live music in the studio, so it's great to have had you along, and thank you for giving up your Sunday morning to entertain us. And ladies and gentlemen, you can't see what I can see. Tim's there, sitting on a stool, for all the world looking like a Paul Simon or a Neil Young or a Leonard Cohen or whoever you want to imagine there. Much younger versions, of course.
Of course.
But good luck with the album. It's your second album, isn't it?
It's probably about number 20 or something.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. I'm sorry.
I've been making them for a while, all sort of homemade, so they're...
I went on your website and it had 2 of them on there, so I'd assumed it was just the 2. But they're the 2 latest ones, Blossom.
The 2 latest ones, yeah.
And the latest one. So just remind us where we can get it and how we can get hold of your music.
Well, if you go on Facebook, it's Tim Lee Songwriter. Lee is spelled L-E-E. I know there's lots of ways of spelling it. If you're on Twitter, it's Tim Lee Songs. And if you want to go directly to the album to have a listen, it's timlee.bandcamp. But yes, I think I've remembered all those, right? But yeah, I'll post the links and stuff on Redshift Radio. So,
great. And you're supporting Fairport, aren't you?
Ian Matthews, from Fairport Convention. Yeah. You should have the promoter who's putting it on is a good friend of mine, David Cartledge. He is an amazing guy. You should definitely talk to him rather than me. I think he's got an encyclopedic knowledge of music and is a huge fan, and a really inspirational guy as well. He's been battling cancer this last year, but he's still putting on amazing folk gigs and stuff at Wigan Parish Church, and they put on these gigs often unmiked and things, and they just use all the natural reverb in there. And I've been to quite a few of his gigs, and it's always a beautiful music to listen to, and I'm very lucky that he's asked me to come and support one of his gigs. It's the 24th of September, so if you can get to Wigan,
terrific,
come down. It's going to be good.
Well, Tim, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. Time's beaten us, I'm afraid, so we hope you'll come back into the studio again and play some more of your music for us.
Thanks very much.
All right, well, it's Grooving with Mr. Blow is our introduction and also our outroduction today, if there's such a word. I don't think there is, actually. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you very much to my guest today, Tim Lee. I'm sure we'll hear more of Tim round and about Crewe, Nantwich and the Manchester and North West area before he goes international. You heard it here first. All right, stay tuned for David. David's doing a special programme today on left-handedness. And in fact, Tim was playing his guitar left-handed as well today. So thanks very much for listening. Next week is a special show, pre-recorded show, all about love, because it's the day after Valentine's Day. And I'll be back live in 2 weeks' time. Thanks very much for listening, and have a great week.